Hey everyone, welcome to our first video for Chunky Tech. We hope to put at least one video out a week until we get into the flow of things. Any suggestions are welcome. Please subscribe, like and share the channel if you enjoy. And without further ado, I give you our overview of Insomnia 56. This year's Insomnia Gaming Festival, dubbed I56, which is in fact no longer being held at Ricoh Arena in Coventry, but has moved to the NEC in Birmingham, giving the event plenty of growing room. Getting to the NEC was, for most of the journey, nice and straightforward. I would, however, make sure you set off in good time as we ran into quite a bit of heavy traffic about 3 miles out from the venue. The new venue provides a much improved feel to the event with much more space. However, I felt some of the stalls could have been better thought out with regards to where they were placed, as I ran into a few situations where having a backpack full of camera gear quickly blocked the way whilst waiting in certain queues. I'm fairly certain that as it was the first Insomnia at the NEC, it was to some degree in its infancy. A quick talk with OC UK's number 1 overclocker 8-pack confirmed this, as he said the summer ones are usually bigger with a lot more stalls. We started our tour of I56 at the HTC Vive stand, which my editor was so keen to have a go with, we waited a massive 2 hours for. Well, he did. Thankfully, while he waited in the queue, it gave me time to get some footage of the overclocker stand that I had my eye on. Parvum Systems was definitely a focal point on overclocker stand this year, with many colour scheme builds going on in their S2.0 cases in both red and black and yellow and black, of which I got some really nice shots of. Sporting Intel's latest Skylake i7 6700K CPU and GTX 980 Ti's on a custom loop, they were definitely eye candy to gawp at. Along with those was a one-off ASRock M8 and a side window with a twist. The side panel had the water channels built into it, giving it a truly jaw-dropping look. I got to chat with the world-renowned overclocker 8-pack on the OC UK stand, and in between our sarcastic comments about watching the new Call of Duty Zombies turn into a tentacle fest, he was able to give me a few ideas for components that will be suitable for our black and orange Linus Tech Tips themed build, so stay tuned for that one. After my tour around the OC UK stand, I settled back in the queue for the HTC Vive. Although the full demo side was all booked up, which entailed running a set amount of small games one after the other in a large space where you could walk around in, we waited for the Elite Dangerous demo of the HTC Vive, which literally put us in the cockpit of our ship to take on the pirates of space. On account of it being his high point of the event, and not being able to explain it any better myself, this is my editor's summary of his experience.
The HTC Vive was my high point of the event. We sat down in chairs with Flight 6 attached to them and played Elite. As someone who's put 50 or so hours into the game, I can say that using the Vive makes the game a whole different experience. You feel spatially aware of the size of everything, and you can feel the size of your ship you're in, and you get scared when something fast flies by. Alongside the game's brilliant graphics and sound design, I could have sworn I could feel the textures and smell the stale air inside my ship. The experience wasn't perfect though, with the resolution being the main problem. General gameplay looks great if you don't look too hard, and you can forget about it. But look at some text or stare at something still for too long, and you can see the limits of having a screen this close to your face. Latency wasn't an issue that I could really recognise, and you definitely couldn't see the borders around the screen, or if you could, my mind made them disappear. Menu was the most glaring issue, having to be operated by someone who's outside of the game, but this will come down to how well individual games are built for the hardware, rather than the hardware itself. In short, believe the hype.
Asus had an excellent presence this year at Insomnia with an awesome glass tower that lit up their top of the range ROG based motherboards and GPUs, as well as the new Strix series. They were also showing off their new console inspired range, which was built in a 2.5 litre PC case with a GTX 750 Ti. The Asus ROG GR8 was something to keep your eye on. Not only that, they also had their own streaming corner with big name Twitch streamers regularly playing throughout the day. In all their glory, Game were easily one of the biggest stands this year, donning a pirate ship as their shop, which they kindly let me get some footage from. Kudos to those guys. Fallout 4 was definitely a main selling point for them, as they had what I presume started out as a tower of Pip-Boy edition boxes. As always, the Razer bus made its showing, parked directly in the middle of the stands. You could not miss it. They had regular streaming going on throughout the day and were in fact showing off their new range of RGB peripherals, including the lovely Razer Mamba, the Black Widow Chroma and the Razer Firefly mouse mat. At 4 o'clock they had the cosplay show, which had some awesome costumes that had quite obviously had a lot of thought put into them. Some of my favourites were Lara Croft from 1997 with the Vanille from Final Fantasy XIII and the Wanderer from Fallout 4, all of which were accompanied by their theme music, which went really, really well. One of the highlights for me was the indie stalls, one in particular, a game called Grip, which throws you in the seat of a badass armoured car in a fast-paced race environment where you can collect weapons and pickups used for destroying other players. The twist that you can literally drive up and around any wall, based on roll cage games of 1999 and 2000 and built on Epic's Unreal Engine 4 as quoted on their website, Grip will take you back to your nostalgic past while simultaneously propelling you into a kick-ass future. Definitely a comment I would agree on. Thermaltake had a fantastic stand showing off many of their cases and water cooling products, including their new case, the Core P5 ATX wall-mounted chassis. With a glass front panel, it gave you awesome views of the hardware inside, and even comes with a PCIe riser card for mounting your graphics card vertical, allowing you to show off your custom cooling loops and water loops. There were many other stands at the event with the usual tech-related goodies and memorabilia we all love to see at these kind of things, from pop figures to movie and game-related clothing, and enough Pokemon plushies to fill up a Pokedex. But with all that said and done, and me on the verge of buying all of Razer's new RGB peripherals, that just about wraps it up. I look forward to attending the next one in spring, which I'm sure will be even bigger, hopefully with stands from other big names such as Scan and PC Specialist, who are usually regulars at the event. We plan to get a lot more footage next year, so keep an eye out for the next Insomnia video from us. I'd like to thank Spire ICT Services for giving us the opportunity to attend. There's a link below in the description to their site, and if you buy a laptop from them before December the 24th, you'll receive a free 64GB USB stick to go with it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.